Hi Shapeshifters, my name is Zakia Harris and today we're going to talk about voting. Now before we get into the voting video, I want to just say I know it's been a while since I've last posted a video. I did an amazing play and just got caught up in my life and creative endeavors, but I'm really happy to be with you. I have a lot of stuff coming up as we gear up for the end of the year, wrapping up 2016. So thank you all for being patient. So voting, it's voting season. Everywhere you look, every time you turn on the television, you get online, you pick up the newspaper, everyone's talking about the election. What are you going to do? Who are you going to vote for? I know for a lot of us it's very depressing because you might look at both of those candidates and think, maybe there's not that much of a difference. Maybe you think there is. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I do want to highlight today that you vote every day. That voting is not something that happens every 4 years when we're voting in the president, or when you're voting in the mayor, or when you're thinking about a new proposition or new something that you want to get on the ballot. You vote every day, and we need to start recognizing that as our power. And I think if we recognize that more, we wouldn't get so caught up with these every 4-year or every 2-year elections, because we would actually be building a base of self-determination, of actual economic power for the communities that we're involved in. So for everybody who's out there nervous about whether it's going to be Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, I have some questions for you. When you wake up in the morning and you put your clothes on, where do those clothes come from? Well, if you were to trace the environmental footprint of those clothes, who made them? Where did the cotton come from? Where was it grown? If it was, who actually manufactured that? So many people forget that the second largest polluter on the planet is the fashion industry. That there is a tremendous amount of pollution that we do every day just by getting dressed. So even something as simple as the shirt that you put on your back every day is an opportunity to vote differently. When you get in ready to go to work or wherever you're going, are you riding a vehicle that is built on fossil fuels? Built on fuels that, as we speak right now, people are protesting the Dakota Access Pipeline in places like the continent of Africa and on Nigeria. In places like Richmond, California, people have been fighting against oil refineries, fighting against the fossil fuel industry, fighting because we understand that global climate change is one of the largest issues that every single one of us is going to have to face. So you're voting every time you go to the pump. You're making a decision about the type of vehicle that you want to drive, or you're making a decision if you're choosing to ride public transportation, or you're choosing to have an electric car or a hybrid vehicle. When you find your place at your place of work, what are you working for? What is the organization or the company that you're doing? What is their money really behind? What is the mission and the values of that organization? Are they bringing forth life? Are they trying to be a steward of the earth? Are they trying to help build up the community? Are they part of the same 1% that is actually destroying the planet? So you're voting every day. And then when it's time to be hungry and put some food in your mouth, where did that food come from? Are you honoring and supporting local farmers? Are you supporting organic, sustainable food? Are you shopping local? Right? So there's opportunities every single day, just in one given day. There's so many opportunities to vote. And yet I think we forget that. There's only 2 ways to vote. You're either voting for life and the upholdment of life and the stewarding of life, or you're voting against life. And as far as I'm concerned, many of the candidates that are being presented in front of us are all against life. So don't get caught up in the mainstream, and don't for one moment think that you're not powerful or have potential or have a contribution to make because you're looking at what the status quo has put in front of you, and you're allowing that to be your guide. We need to take back our own guides and be our own moral compass. And our own moral compass is a circle. Our own moral compass is feminine. Our own moral compass is about the celebration and the stewarding of life. And you have the power in you to vote for that every single day. Don't let your power get taken away on November 8th. Don't put all your power in November 8th. Don't put all your power in other people, because you are the power. The power lies within you, and it lies within every single one of us awakening to our true power within. And that's how we're going to change the planet together. Okay, so that's it for today, Shapeshifters. More to come, but until then, keep shifting, y'all.